In the top stories, Prime Minister to attend regional meetings. Marijuana takes center stage at Gideon Force Farm Kaya Market, and SL Hosford and St. Paul's Tough Knots share Valentine's Day cheer. The details on these stories and more after the break. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew and his delegation are set to attend the 46th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community, or CARICOM, in Guyana. The meeting will be held under the chairmanship of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, scheduled to take place from February 25th to February 28th, 2024. The meeting will address pressing issues crucial to the Caribbean region, with a significant focus on territorial threats, crime and violence, climate change, climate financing, regional food and nutrition security, free movement of community nationals, regional security, and the situation in Haiti. Additionally, the agenda will feature discussions on COP28 and the upcoming 4th International Conference on Small Island Developing States. The meeting will also deliberate on global and hemispheric issues, including developments in the Middle East and emerging situations in Argentina, Ecuador, and Guatemala. Following the conclusion of the CARICOM Heads meeting, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew and a section of his delegation will proceed to St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the Summit of Heads of States and Governments of the Community of Latin American and Caribbean States, or CELAC. The two-day summit will commence on Friday, March 1st, 2024 at the Sandals Resort at Bucament. The summit's program includes an official opening ceremony by plenary sessions and concludes with a media briefing. And in other news, the Gideon Force Organic Farm held the Kaya Organic Market on Sunday with special emphasis on marijuana. Different organic vendors had on display their own spin on the herb. In an interview with ZIZ News, President of Gideon Force Farm, Ras Sankofa Maccabee, spoke about some of the products on display.
We have ganja tea bags, we have ganja shampoo, ganja oil, ganja what you call lotion, ganja cream, we got ganja juice, you know, says it all. It's Kaya we're representing today, and we also have Ital soup, different vendors coming with food. We have Ital Creation, who have a lot of food, and other organic vegetables as well, too, same way. So
he said the event was not only to expose persons to organic foods, but also to bring people together.
We just finished off the segment there with the opening prayer, the Nyabingi chant, and just to bring the virgins and the sisters together to have that African spirituality, that communal living, that communication with the Almighty, with the plants, the animals, the trees. It's an ecological niche that we always deal with, because we can't just do things in one area. We have to bring Father present, and then we have to give thanks for the nature that He creates, and the plants and the animals that He gives us the rulership over, and the earth still. So we give thanks for this position.
The event also consisted of speeches, live performances, and video presentations. Meanwhile, the St. Paul's Tough Knots, along with title sponsor SL Hosford's Company Limited, shared Valentine's Day cheer over the weekend to members of the community, distributing hampers. ZIZ's camera crew traveled along with them to document the gesture.
We, the members of the SLH St. Paul's Tough Knots basketball team, on this Love Month, we want to share some love to our community members. We are proud to be partnering with Hosford. We know they have also sponsored our championship football team, and now they have come on board and sponsor championship basketball team. So we are very proud to be part of this initiative in supporting our community members and giving them these hampers in acknowledgement of Love Month.
My name is Adelia Brown-Lewis and I am the Senior Marketing Coordinator for Hosford's, and like Naren just said, we're here in St. Paul's. We actually do about 6 to 8 food hamper distribution per year, and we thought it fitted to begin in St. Paul's, where we're the home of the championship football players and basketball players. So we're just here trying to spread a little cheer for the month of February to show some appreciation to the community members along with our basketball team. So we're going to be around, and we have 20 packages to donate to most of the community members today.
After the break, autopsy revealed Jimmy Allen died of hypovolemic shock, and Nevis Youth Careers Expo slated for March. Stay with us.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired by you.
This is your boy Super Handy Andy with your Super Handy Andy deals at Hosford's Building Center for the month of February. Great 4-shelf unit with legs was $352.70, now $299.79. Black 15-gallon storage container was $127.02, is now $107.97. 6-inch steel toe-work boots was $243.90, is now just $207.31. 16-inch rechargeable fan was $631.50, now $536.77. Security LED lights was $241.27, now $205.08. Super Handy Andy deals at Hosford's Building Center for the month of February, making home improvement easy.
National Home Loans, get your dream home. All could be yours. Walk through the door, come take what you need. Get you the keys. All could be yours. What you deserve. National Home Loans, get your dream home. Get your dream home. Right it, get your dream home. National Home Loans, get your dream home.
National Home Loans. Home ownership made easy. When you're with National, you're home.
Health-wise on ZIZ TV, Mondays at 8:30 p.m. Hosted by Dr. Malik Lescott. Dr. Jolette Woodley and Dr. Patrice Lawrence.
Welcome back. 29-year-old Jimmy Jr. Allen died of hypovolemic shock following a gun attack. According to the coroner's report issued by the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, Allen died of hypovolemic shock, which is severe blood or other fluid loss that makes the heart unable to pump enough blood to the body. Right hemothorax, which is the pooling of blood in the lungs and rib cage on the right side, and hemoperitoneum, which is blood in the space that contains your abdominal and pelvic organs. The autopsy was conducted on February 9th by Dr. Adrian Nunez. On February 4th, Allen was shot by armed assailants in Upper College Street. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
So this year, the Nevis Youth Careers Expo NYCE turns 3. And I think our mission has always been the same, really, that being to spread awareness to young persons, young school leavers in Nevis, so those in the 5th and 6th form, as to the sort of careers that they might want to pursue, the sort of business opportunities, just to really get them thinking about the different things that they can do as regards profession.
That was Gabriella Brantley speaking about the upcoming Nevis Youth Careers Expo, or NYCE, which takes place on March 8th at the Nevis Cultural Village from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Brantley, who is the founder and co-director of NYCE, used the opportunity to highlight careers they will be targeting to attend the Career Expo this year.
So for the past 2 years, the past 2 NYCEs, I think we've done quite well to showcase those industries or professions that are more well known. So for instance, persons working in medicine, the medical field, lawyers, for instance, accountants, bankers. I think our aim this year is to encourage more, I'd say, niche businesses. And by niche, I mean, for instance, persons who work in contracting, plumbers, persons who work in tech, for instance, event planners, decorators, fashion designers, cosmetologists, persons who work in the car wash industry, cleaning agencies, persons who work in funeral homes or funeral home companies, landscapers, auto mechanics, those working in health and wellness, for instance, gym owners, stone builders, architects, persons who work in film, those who do audiovisual work, light and sound operations, interior design, upholstery, electrical engineering, and of course, those persons who work in agriculture and farming. Our hope is to encourage more businesses who do this sort of work so that they can share their expertise with those school leavers who might be looking to tap into these sort of areas.
She also shared tips with school leavers currently searching for employment.
One of my top tips for school leavers who are looking for employment or who are trying to find the right career path would certainly be to network. Network, network, network. There is no such thing as a silly question. So ask all the questions you can to as many people as you can about what they do. Familiarize yourself with that particular area or expertise. Gain knowledge as to what that area will require you to do in terms of schooling, in terms of experience, and just really try to build those foundations early, build those connections early, so that later on, when you're looking for employment, you would have already built those foundations at an early stage. And what better way to build those foundations than to come along to the NYCE, where we'd have a host of professionals there waiting and eager to talk to you.
The Nevis Youth Careers Expo targets students in 5th and 6th form in St. Kitts and Nevis. Businesses and entrepreneurs may register to participate in the expo by calling 869-668-0102, sending an email to nevisyouthcareersexpo@gmail.com, or visiting their Facebook page for more information. And in other police-related news, Jesus Valdez of Backway Sandy Point, St. Kitts, has been sentenced to serve time in His Majesty's prison on 3 charges of assault and 2 traffic violations, namely driving without a valid license and driving without insurance. Valdez's infractions were committed on February 5th, 2022. He was found guilty on all 5 charges on February 9th, 2024. Valdez received a sentence of 30 days imprisonment on each assault charge, all of which are set to run concurrently. He was also sentenced to serve 14 days for driving without proper licensing and 1 month for driving without insurance, both of which are also set to run concurrently. And coming up in regional news, Barbados Labour Party's Ralph Thorne crosses floor to become leader of opposition. The details when we come back.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA specials, running February 8th through the 21st. Now our Value Club Blue Tag specials. Essential Everyday Vegetable Oil, $18.99. IGA or Essential Everyday Popcorn, $6.99. Multi-meal cereals, $12.99. Chobani Greek yogurt, $5.69. Essential Everyday Hash Brown Patties and Fries, $13.99. Kellogg's Special K cereals, $18.99. And now our very low weekly value deals. Essential Everyday 100% apple juice, $6.99. Essential Everyday Oats, $9.99. Wishbone salad dressing, $11.99. Arm & Hammer liquid detergent, $14.99. Colgate toothpaste, $7.99. VO5 shampoo and conditioner, $5.49. Shop smart, shop Value Mart. Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
We've been working to bring you our most reliable internet ever.
And today, we are very excited to offer gig speed on Flo's fiber-powered network.
The best entertainment experience in St. Kitts and Nevis.
And plans that give you everything you need.
It's a new flow, and it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired.
And it's all inspired. And it's all inspired by you.
You have dreams you're imagining, goals you like to achieve. We're ahead to see you through. We're invested in you. We're invested in you. You can depend on us. We will take care of you with a legacy of commitment you can trust. Help to walk along with you. Want you to know we care, and we will strive to do our very best to help in your success. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Thank you for staying with us. On the regional scene in Barbados, the decision by Member of Parliament for Christchurch South, Ralph Thorne, to cross the floor of Parliament has come as a surprise to many. The move to break ranks with the Barbados Labour Party in the House of Assembly to become the island's next opposition leader has been a major talking point among Barbadians. CBC's Crystal Hoyt has more.
Ralph Thorne betrayed the BLP. It's not good for Ocean folks.
Everybody have the choice to do what they want to do. That is my man, so whether he cross or in cross, he will always be there for us.
A mixed reaction from constituents within the Christchurch South community.
Good riddance. Good riddance.
I think he should resign because right now we want somebody to represent
the people in Christchurch South, especially all saints.
It was late Friday evening the news broke that Mr. Thorne had crossed the floor. The King's Council indicated to President Dame Sandra Mason that he would now sit in opposition to the government. In another section of the media, Prime Minister and political leader Mia Amor-Motley confirmed that she had been notified, but that Mr. Thorne did not directly speak to her or the General Secretary of the party. Mr. Thorne was first elected in 2018 during the Barbados Labour Party's historic victory. But it was not his first foray into elective politics. Back in 1994 as well as 1999, Mr. Thorne ran as a Democratic Labour Party candidate in St. Michael North. During his time with the current government, he was not given a ministerial portfolio, and this allowed him to continue his legal practice. Subsequently, in 2022, Mr. Thorne retained his seat in the general election with 70% of the votes. And while he did not serve in cabinet yet again, he did lead the Thorne Commission on Local Governance. Efforts to reach Mr. Thorne for comment up to press time were unsuccessful. Commenting on the development, President of the Democratic Labour Party, Dr. Ronnie Yearwood, would only say that he will be meeting with his team to determine the way forward. Crystal Hoyt, CBC News.
Grenada has welcomed and accepted the credentials of the new U.S. Ambassador Roger F. Nijhuis, who spoke to the media about his plans for Grenada and the other Caribbean countries in his portfolio. More in this GBN News report.
Climate change, enhancing regional security, and promoting economic prosperity are the three areas at the top of the list for the new U.S. Ambassador to Grenada and the Caribbean Ambassador Roger F. Nijhuis. He made this disclosure in an interview with the media on Thursday. The ambassador, who only handed his credential to Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell 4 days ago, was appointed by President Joe Biden in September 2022 and confirmed unanimously by the U.S. Senate in November 2023. Speaking to the news team, Ambassador Nijhuis shared his plans.
Here in Grenada, the principal officer, Francis, is a fantastic partner, and I am so excited to partner with you and to advance the relationship with Grenada. So I have met with your Prime Minister, who I think is very dynamic, and I look forward to finding many issues of common interest to advance for our two countries.
Ambassador Nijhuis also addressed the pressing issue of illegal firearm proliferation and gun violence, acknowledging the role of the U.S. He emphasized with the threat faced by Caribbean nations and discussed potential strategies to address these challenges. One of the areas you intend to help out in. Is there any particular strategy you have in mind that you'd like to help us in this regard?
I see it as a multi-pronged approach. One of the key leaders with me on this trip was our senior military leader who is engaged with everything from your Coast Guard to training. You know, that is something, I think a lot of what you'll see from us is collaboration on training, you know, helping your local resources advance their skills. I've already, I sent on my first week on the job, I sent a letter to the ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, encouraging them to open an office in Barbados, which would be staffed for the Eastern Caribbean. That does not exist today. That is one small example, but I'm working every day with our team to come up with solutions, because it is disturbing to me that these firearms are coming from the United States, and it does feel like we can do more.
Ambassador Nijhuis brings a wealth of experience to his diplomatic role, having previously served as the founder and CEO of Nijhuis Communications, a renowned strategic communications, advocacy, and marketing consultancy based in Seattle for nearly 3 decades. In this capacity, he provided counsel to business and government leaders worldwide, including CEOs of Fortune 500 companies. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
Coming up, Hungary's president resigns over child sexual abuse scandal. International news is next.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investment. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
Get your bliss on. Get your bliss on. Get your bliss on.
Cash Blitz! Play Cash Blitz and get your blitz on! Cash Blitz is here, the newest scratch game from the Caribbean Lottery. With 4 tickets to choose from and the chance to win the big ticket top prize of $200,000. So get your blitz on today at Caribbean Lottery agents island-wide. Must be 21 and over.
Get your blitz on! Cash Blitz!
Welcome back. Hungary's president has resigned amid controversy over her pardoning of a man convicted in a child sexual abuse case. More in this Euronews report.
Hungary's President Katalin Novak announced her resignation on Saturday after coming under mounting pressure for pardoning a man convicted for covering up a sex abuse case in a children's home. I made a mistake. Today is the last day that I address you as a president, Novak said in a speech broadcast on state television. On April 27 last year, ahead of Pope Francis's visit to Hungary, Novak pardoned the former deputy director of a children's home. The man was sentenced to more than 3 years in prison for helping to cover up the sexual abuse committed by the institution's director, who himself was sentenced to 8 years for his abuse of at least 10 children. On the same day, the Hungarian president pardoned 22 other cases. Prime Minister Viktor Orbán announced on Thursday that he had proposed to amend Hungary's constitution that would prevent those convicted of crimes against children from receiving presidential pardons. Over 1,000 people protested in Budapest on Friday, demanding Novak's resignation.
At least 700,000 children in Sudan are likely to suffer from the worst form of malnutrition this year, and tens of thousands could die, the United Nations Children's Agency has warned. More in this France 24 report.
Calling on the world to stop turning a blind eye to the conflict in Sudan. UNICEF warned tens of thousands of children's lives hang in the balance. 10 months of civil war between the country's military and the paramilitary rapid support forces has left its infrastructure devastated, sparking warnings of famine.
Consequences of the past 300 days mean that more than 700,000 children are likely to suffer the most dangerous form of malnutrition this year. UNICEF won't be able to treat more than 300,000 of those without improved access and without additional support. In that case, tens of thousands would likely die.
Some 4 million children are among the 10.7 million people now displaced by the conflict. Deploring the lack of funds collected in previous appeals, the agency is calling for €780 million to help over 7.5 million of the country's most vulnerable children this year.
With no sign of a ceasefire, we have to focus instead on 2 things: safe, sustained and unimpeded humanitarian access across conflict lines, and international support to help sustain the essential services that children rely on to survive. Currently, we have neither.
UNICEF also reported a 5-fold increase in verified cases of children being killed, raped or recruited from 1 year ago.
Up next in sports, Kansas City Chiefs win second straight Super Bowl title, and Ivory Coast beat Nigeria 2-1 in AFCON final. Stay tuned.
You're never too young to start planning for your financial future. That's why I decided to visit National Caribbean Insurance to speak with one of their friendly sales agents.
Here at NCI, we strive to ensure customer satisfaction by choosing the right policy for you. Our endowment plans provides customers with adequate returns on their investments. The quinquennial bonus policy offers a 25% payout of the sum assured every 5 years. Other life insurance packages can help to secure your family's future. Also, please consider our health plans so you can be reimbursed for medical expenses to ease financial impact. Just remember, the younger you are, the more affordable insurance is for you.
Don't wait until it's too late to apply. Make an appointment to see a sales agent.
Visit us today. We serve, we protect, we satisfy. That's NCI.
First up in sports, the Kansas City Chiefs are back-to-back Super Bowl champions after they beat the San Francisco 49ers 25-22 on Sunday. More in this Euronews report.
Kansas City Chiefs have won a second straight Super Bowl after a tight match against the San Francisco 49ers. The outcome was only decided during overtime, which made it the longest Super Bowl game of all time. The final score was 25-22. Pop star Taylor Swift was spotted watching her Chiefs boyfriend Travis Kelce. Meanwhile, R&B singer Usher headlined the halftime show musical extravaganza, performing some of his biggest hits.
The Elephants of Ivory Coast came from behind to complete a dramatic recovery and redemption on home soil at the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations as they claimed a third continental title by beating Nigeria 2-1 on Sunday. Here's more in this France 24 report.
Honking and cheering late into the night. These were the streets of Abidjan moments after Ivory Coast clinched victory against Nigeria to claim their third African Cup of Nations title.
La Côte d'Ivoire vient d'organiser la meilleure CAN de l'histoire.
Je me sens très bien parce qu'on a remporté la CAN. On a souffert, on vient de loin. De là, on a failli perdre la CAN.
It could have been a completely different story. Nigeria led 1-0 going into half-time, despite Ivory Coast dominating the first half. But the tournament hosts managed to turn things round after the break, equalising in the 62nd minute. And it would be a fairy tale ending, with Ivory Coast netting the winner in the last 10 minutes of the game.
La Côte d'Ivoire était meilleure. La Côte d'Ivoire méritait cette coupe-là. Dieu merci, nous avons pris. Vraiment, merci à tout le monde. Merci d'avoir pris cette équipe nationale. Vraiment, merci au coach et best fight.
L'équipe nationale de Côte d'Ivoire a montré un visage conquérant. Ils se sont battus avec les tripes. Même étant menés, ce qu'on n'a pas pu faire pendant toute la compétition, ils ont montré qu'ils étaient forts, qu'ils étaient fiers d'être ivoiriens.
It's a remarkable turnaround for the team nicknamed the Elephants, who almost went out at the group stage.
And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines. Recapping the top stories, Prime Minister to attend regional meetings, Gideon Force Organic Farm hosts Organic Farm Market, and SL Hosford's share Valentine's Day cheer. And that's the end of the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I have been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.